What if I told you that a fifth-generation idol just shattered every expectation, every record, and every ounce of doubt about her solo power? What if I told you that her name, just 5 letters, has now become the synonym for dominance in China's booming K-pop market? Yes, we're talking about Ahyeon. In a year where competition among fifth-gen idols has been nothing short of a battlefield, Ahyeon just came, conquered, and quietly set the stage on fire. And while she's breaking ceilings, another name, Ruka, is sneaking into the top 6, proving that the girl power wave in 2025 is not just rising, it's exploding. But how did it all happen? How did Ahyeon's solo album outsell everyone in China? And what made Ruka's entry into the chart such a big deal? Let's break it down, because this story is so much deeper than just numbers. Ahyeon's rise didn't happen overnight. Ever since her solo debut, she's been under the spotlight, not just for her vocals, not just for her visuals, but for her unshakable energy. When the sales data from China dropped earlier this week, fans couldn't believe their eyes. 19,581 copies. That's not just a number, it's a statement. A declaration that Ahyeon's fandom, influence, and charisma have officially gone global. Within hours, Ahyeon China Queen started trending on Weibo and X, formerly Twitter. Fanbases in China reportedly organized multiple streaming and album support events, some of which went viral for their massive scale. Light displays, banners across subway stations, even digital billboards in Shanghai and Beijing. It wasn't just a music release, it was a cultural moment. K-netizens were stunned, C-netizens were proud, and international fans, they were simply in awe. Because for a fifth-gen idol to outsell everyone else in China this early in her career is practically unheard of. Now, let's talk about the landscape Ahyeon just dominated. Fifth-gen female idols have been competing fiercely this year. The lineup is stacked. Wonhee with 17,825 copies, Anna with 17,038, June at 12,517, Mocha at 9,880, and Ruka closing the list with 9,340. To put it bluntly, these are not small numbers. Every single one of them represents a rising powerhouse, each backed by thousands of dedicated stans and regional fan bases that hustle day and night. But Ahyeon, she didn't just win, she dominated. That 19,581 figure didn't just put her at number 1, it created a gap wide enough to make headlines. It's a difference that speaks volumes about her star power, her team's marketing genius, and her fans' sheer dedication. Industry analysts in China and Korea immediately started calling this the Ahyeon effect, a sudden, massive surge in fan engagement that spills over from online platforms to physical sales, merchandise, and even sponsorships. Even in online communities like the Q and Pan, users couldn't stop talking. Ahyeon is literally carrying fifth-gen female idols right now. She's not just popular, she's the moment. She gives off second-gen superstar vibes with a fifth-gen twist. It's like everyone knew something big had just happened, but no one could fully process how massive it really was. Let's break it down. First, concept and branding. Ahyeon's solo debut was crafted to perfection, bold but refined, edgy yet relatable. Her visuals screamed luxury, her sound screamed rebellion. Unlike many idol releases that chase trends, Ahyeon's album felt timeless. It had the same energy as a statement piece, something you can't ignore even if you try. Second, fan engagement. Her team mastered the art of digital intimacy. Fans weren't just buying music, they were buying connection. Ahyeon's live streams, personalized fan messages, and behind-the-scenes clips created a sense of loyalty that felt genuine, not manufactured. Third, timing. Her release came at the perfect moment, when K-pop's presence in China was reignited by viral performances and cross-platform collaborations. And just when people thought the market was cooling down, Ahyeon reignited it with one spark. She's not just selling albums, she's selling confidence. And fans can feel that. Now, this is where things get wild. As soon as the sales ranking was confirmed, Chinese and Korean social media platforms went into chaos. Hashtags Ahyeon China Queen, hashtag 5th Gen Slayer, and hashtag Ahyeon Nation spread like wildfire. One fan on X wrote, "She's not competing anymore. She's building a legacy." Another joked, "We used to stan idols. Now we stan businesswomen." Even stan Twitter accounts started comparing her impact to early Blackpink days. The visual domination meets global recognition narrative was impossible to ignore. But not everyone was prepared for what came next. Ahyeon's Weibo fanbase reportedly sold out limited edition merch within under 20 minutes. Some fan projects even sent flower wreaths to her company building with messages like, "From China with 19,581 reasons to be proud." You could literally feel the pride radiating across timelines. This wasn't just a sales chart win. It was an emotional victory. It was proof that 5th Gen idols can make massive waves, even in markets once dominated by 3rd and 4th Gen icons. But while all eyes were on Ahyeon, another name quietly climbed into the conversation: Ruka. With 9,340 copies sold, she didn't just sneak into the top 6. She did it with style, grit, and her signature charisma. Her fans celebrated like she had just won a Grammy. For a reason, because cracking the Chinese market is notoriously difficult, especially for newer idols still building their international profile. Yet, there she was, among the elite 6. What makes Ruka's case so fascinating is that her fandom has been described as small but loud. They're passionate, creative, and known for viral marketing stunts that boost visibility overnight. When her ranking was announced, fan bases across Southeast Asia started trending hashtags Ruka and Top 6 and hashtag Slay Ruka. Her name started appearing in comment sections next to Ahyeon's, not as a rival, but as a fellow symbol of how 5th Gen girl power is redefining K-pop's global direction. One netizen said it best: "Ahyeon showed us what dominance looks like. Ruka reminded us what perseverance feels like." Numbers fade, but cultural moments last forever. And Ahyeon's 19,581 milestone has already become one. Her album has started circulating beyond fan circles, being featured in Chinese media, K-pop review channels, and even Western pop culture accounts. Clips from her performances are getting millions of views, with comments like, "She's got that superstar aura," and "This feels like a new era." It's not just about sales. It's about visibility, about reminding the industry that fans are hungry for new icons, new energy, and new stories. And that's exactly what 2025's 5th generation is bringing to the table. So where do we go from here? Ahyeon's next move is already one of the most anticipated events of the year. Will she go global with a collaboration? Will she tour in China after this massive success? Or will she surprise everyone with a concept flip? Something darker, more experimental, maybe even genre-defying. As for Ruka, fans are already demanding her next comeback. If her label plays its cards right, she could turn this top 6 placement into a breakout era. The world is watching, and 5th Gen idols are no longer the underdogs. They're the headline, the main character energy, the moment. So, what do you think? Did Ahyeon just prove she's the next global it girl of K-pop? And do you think Ruka's top 6 achievement marks the start of a new underdog to queen story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about who you think will dominate next. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into K-pop's biggest headlines. Because if 2025 has taught us anything, it's that every chart, every album, every record-breaking moment is just the beginning. This is not just K-pop anymore. This is a revolution.